My name is Felix Braun and my nickname is Abbedagge, and I'm playing mid lane for Royal Bandits. I grew up in a small town in Germany. I'm 19 years old now. It's kinda like a random name, but it's from another game. It's called Age of Empires, and there's like units, and when you create them and click on them, then they're making some kind of noises, and one of them was like this, like Abbedagge. I've been here for like 4 months now. I've went to Antalya and also in Istanbul for vacation. And also I've played in a team in TCL before. I've played for Galatasaray in 2017. I played in Victorious Ace for the TCL promotion tournament, and we won the promotion and went to TCL. I've got used to it, to live in Turkey, and what I like the most about it is the food. My favorite food is like kebab meat and stuff like iskender and also baklava. I started playing League of Legends when my brother and his friend were like playing, and they just left the computer on, and I went there and tried like the tutorial. I didn't really like the game before, and then I started playing there, and then I had my own PC later, and I played more on that PC, and then I just started playing more and more, also with friends and my brother, and that's how it came. I played for like 6 years or something now, I think. I started when I was 12 or 13, so 6 years. Back in the days I just used to play solo queue, and then I got to master when I was 15, and someone wrote me, and that guy gave me contact to someone else, and then that guy was like, you can try out for our team and stuff. I tried out there, and then I used to play for like one team for a bit. And it was just like, I played from home, like tournaments and stuff, and then I got better and better, and we played the promotion tournament for Turkey. And after I got the offer to play in the TCL, and then I decided to go pro. I already knew the manager and the 3 other players because like I met them before. I played in, for example, for the manager for his team. I played with Broken Blades. I also played with Closer, and I knew Dumbledore already. And then it was just like they needed a mid laner, and I was free agent at the time, so it was like a kind of easy decision. Like living in the gaming house is just like you always have someone around you, and you're never really alone. So you don't have much privacy, but also it's important to have environment like this for a competitive scene when it's all like already at a professional level, like in TCL, or also like in the highest leagues of League of Legends. You just need to, you can improve your teamwork way more than if you wouldn't have a gaming house. If everyone just played at home, you wouldn't be able to fix problems faster, and if you're together, you can also work better. You can look at problems together and how to get better at the game. I wake up around 10, and then I go to my PC and play like 2 or 3 solo queue games. Then we normally have breakfast, and after that we either make a meeting about our today's training or something, or we play more solo queue. And then around 4 we have team scrims training. And we play until like 9 or 10 in the evening, and after that I normally play more solo queue or watch maybe some series on Netflix, and then I go to sleep around 1, 2 in the night. I used to play like 2 champions mostly, like one on mid lane role and one on ADC role. And then I just decided I liked the one in mid lane more, so I started playing more mid lane. And then I also had to learn other champs because playing only one is like not good. And then I just started playing more champions in the role, and then I decided I was playing Victor mostly on mid lane and Graves on ADC back then when he wasn't a jungler. My favorite champion right now is probably LeBlanc or Zoe. I like Vayne The esports industry in Germany for the German league is smaller than in Turkey right now. So there's like less prize money and less salary for the players. But also there's the EU LCS. Every teams they are in Berlin, and they play there every week. So I don't know if you can say that it's bigger because of that. But the German league, the German national league is smaller than Turkish league. And Turkish league is pretty big. It's like the biggest league in Europe besides the EU LCS. I think it's really good for the Turkish esports and the Turkish scene because it gives way more publicity to the scene. So I think it's really good also for other players to, if you play in front of a community, then you will get used to it more. You won't be as nervous on like big games, on finals when there are a lot of people watching you. So I think it's really good. I think sponsors are really important for every esports organization because they contribute a lot of money and also like gaming gear, like keyboards, mouse and stuff. And I think it helps the teams a lot. The only real problem I remember about that is like I was playing on a tournament in France once and the PCs were like really bad or something, and we had FPS drops like the whole game when we played. Like every team fight the screen was basically freezing, so it was like really hard to play there. I think the most important thing is that the monitors are the same size and also that you don't have any lag in game from FPS, and the rest is like doesn't matter. I've been using this notebook from Asus. It's called Zephyrus and it's the tiniest, highest performance notebook in the world. This computer has Intel i7 CPU in the 8th generation. The 8th generation is 20% more better than the last generation. This computer has NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1080. This graphic card is the top of the line and you can play any games you want with it. It's 144 Hz and it has a 3 milliseconds response time, and also the screen is matte, which means that if you won't have any reflection from the sun, so you won't be blind. The monitor also has an IPS panel, which means the colors are more accurate and you have more contrast. It has 16 GB RAM and it's also upgradable, so you can even have a better performance. The screen also has G-Sync technology, which means you won't have any problems with screen tearing. The computer also has a SSD of 512 GB and it's upgradable to 1 TB. It has a good screen, a good CPU, a good SSD, and you can travel with it. So you can play the game at a good level wherever you are. And you can't do it with your desktop since you need to stay at home. And the last time the notebook was really useful for me was when we went to Vietnam and we were there to play Rift Rivals. I could use it in the hotel to prepare for the games, and I could use the notebook to play League on a good level. And if you have that kind of notebook, you're lucky with it because you can play whatever you want wherever you are. The notebook is also very easy to carry since it's only 18mm slim. It only weighs around 2 kilos and it has an aerodynamic cooling system which is better than all the others, around 30%, and it works very well. And I've never seen that cooling system in any other laptop before, and it's unique. In today's world it's also important to be flexible since you can't only be at home all the time, and you have to be able to carry your gaming gear everywhere, and that's why it's really good that you can carry it like this. Also, a lot of gamers think that the notebook won't be able to keep up with the desktop PCs in terms of performance, and that's really not true with this notebook because there's really no difference between that notebook and the normal PC, and you can play any games at the same performance. With the Zephyrus cooling system you won't have any problems with overheating and you can play the game for how long you want. And many people in the past think that laptops aren't good because they overheat easily, but with the new technology and the Zephyrus that's not the case anymore. For the near future my plan is just to continue playing competitive League of Legends, and of course I want to get to the highest level of competitive scene. which is like EU LCS or NA LCS. And that's my goal for the next years. If you want to become a good player, just always look at what mistakes you did and how to fix them, and just keep going and don't give up.